Welcome to Smalltalk Daily for Friday, April 23rd, 2010. This morning I wanted to go through a feature of ObjectStudio 8.2.1, which is the upcoming release, so this is an in-development thing, and Oracle. So you can use Oracle and prefetching rows, which means setting a prefetch buffer in the Oracle client, something you can't do yet in 8.2, but it will be coming in the next release. So if you're watching the screencast after 8.2.1 ships, it's in your product. So the first thing you need to do is I've got code like this where I set up an alias called OracleDB with my correct username and password. I can then set up a access point to it using that alias. And then at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the table and create it again just to make sure that everything's clean. That takes a moment. Now what I'm going to do is some tests. I'm going to set the loop count to 2,000, meaning I'm going to dump 2,000 things into the table and just drop a bunch of things in there. So let's go ahead and do that. And so let's show you how long that takes to do. So this is inserting stuff in. Not terribly useful. It's just kind of setting things up. Now the first test we're going to do is setting the prefetch to 1, meaning we're just going to iterate through, have no buffer allocated other than the smallest size possible on the client side, and just pull stuff out. So let's do that. Select from test table, set the prefetch rows to 1, and then execute it here and see how long it takes. So let's highlight this code, and we'll run that there, dumping the result to the transcript, and you can see that it takes 494 milliseconds. Not terribly long, but just to get 2,000 rows of data out. Now let's set that prefetch buffer to 100, so it's 100 times bigger than it was, and we'll do the exact same code here and print the results and see how long that takes. Notice that there was really no wait cursor, and that's because if we look up here, it dropped down to 35 milliseconds. So setting our prefetch buffer from 1 to 100, astonishing drop in time. Let's go ahead and set it to 1,000 and see what that does. Now you're not going to see the big win, but again, virtually not noticeable how long it takes, and 32 milliseconds. So not a big win over the 100. So you can see that you get into diminishing returns fairly quickly. But if you set it from 1 to something bigger, you get an immediate payoff. So this is a feature of Oracle that you can use as long as you're in Oracle 9 or above, and ObjectStudio 8.2.1, which as of the time of this recording is not shipping, but it is a feature that's coming in the next release. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with Smalltalk.